we've got more for you. So let's say you need a new burner, right? Whether it's not gonna be in a kitchen when you're cooking, maybe you're gonna be somewhere else, or maybe you love the idea of induction cooking. We've got from Kitchen HQ the 1500-watt induction burner. So you're choosing, and I love that we even have it in color. So we've got it for you in this beautiful teal. We're calling this one teal. To me, it is just a really nice blue, but you'll order teal. We've got it in red, and it also comes in black. And typically, this was about $90. You're getting it today for $54.95 and on Flex for $18. And Carrie Miletto is back with us. Carrie, we're back with you once again.
Hello, Tamra. Hi. And you know what? I'm so excited about this one because I use this all the time in the kitchen. Induction is kind of like if you love the speed and control of gas, you like energy efficiency, but you really love the convenience of the wipe down ceramic tops, you're gonna love induction because it takes all of those things and wraps it into one. This is another Kitchen HQ innovation. And the thing, if you're not real sure about induction that makes this different, first off, glass top, which I love. So again, kind of calling back to that ceramic top cooking that we really like. But what's inside is what makes this different. There are electromagnetic copper coils inside of the machine. And when you turn it on, which is what I'm gonna do now, it actually is gonna activate those coils and it's gonna send an electromagnetic signal to the pan. Now, obviously, if I try to turn this on, there's no pan on it right now, so it's gonna give me this flashing EO signal. That says, Carrie, error, there's no pan. So I'm gonna put my pan on top of here and you're gonna see that it goes to work. There are 6 different functions here from manual, warm, low, medium, high, and boil. I'm gonna stop at high at 425 and I'm gonna point out to you what's going on here and why induction is different. I'm gonna stick my hand right here, which this is on. This is powered. It's going up to 425 right now. But with induction, there's flame. There's no heat actually on the burner. It's going straight to the pan. So those electromagnetic signals are sending from, again, those copper coils inside straight to the pan, heating up the pan completely, not the burner, which is so different and just like taking away that prehistoric way of cooking and giving us something new. Now, in order for me to even show you even more so what's happening, if I take my thermometer on the burner, it's about 74, 75, kind of hanging out there. Let's go over to the pan that I just turned on.
Wow.
And do you see 373, 378, we're climbing. We just turned this on, it's almost to 425. Does your burner do that?
Look at, and you saw how fast that was too. I even love the way that it cooked up. I mean, it heated up so fast. Carrie, every time I see, and I know that induction only goes to the pan, but every time I see that demonstration, it makes me a little bit nervous. But I shouldn't be, and neither should you be as well. That's why induction is so highly sought after. We're gonna go ahead and see more, but remember, you're just choosing which color you want. We're gonna send you that induction burner.
Okay, so here's my egg in a pan demo, right? So we're gonna take a raw egg and pour it right on. And just to really solidify what I was just showing you, notice the bubbles are bubbling here, because again, this is at 425, but this egg down here and my finger down here, not cooking. They're never gonna cook. Again, the energy, the electromagnetic signal going to the pan, and what that means, even cooking. You ever had where the pan cooks on one side and not the other? I mean, my burner, unfortunately, older oven, so it leans sometimes. So sometimes it's only cooking on one side and my vegetables on the other side aren't cooking. You're not gonna have that with this. It's going to do the entire pan at the same temperature.
Okay, and let me ask you about pans in particular. Does it matter what kind of pan in particular?
Yes, so there's a magnet coming inside, but there's also a secondary way to check. So if the magnet sticks to the bottom, that's one. But the other way is, notice when I put the pan on the burner, it went and turned on. If your pan doesn't work with this, it's not induction ready, it will keep saying EO or error. But if you have Curtis Stone pans, Wolfgang pans, Kitchen HQ pans, those are all induction safe. And most newer pans that are coming out nowadays, they are compatible. So you shouldn't have a problem there. But that's the easy way to check. Now, The second thing I want to talk about is responsiveness in the kitchen, because sometimes our recipes call for a quickening of a cool down or rising up really fast in heat. The best way I can show this to you is with my boiling water. So here I'm going to take this lid off and we're going to look real close, lots of smoke, but you can see that we're boiling, right? Now I'm going to come over to my function and I'm going to turn it down to warm. Guess what happens? As soon as I did that, almost instantaneously, notice how it's going to a smooth nothing. That rolling boil stopped, right? So if you didn't want to burn something and you wanted to make sure it stayed, you know, you didn't want it to stay at 425, boom, it goes down. But watch this. This is my favorite. Now I'm going to bring it back to boil, and you're going to see that almost as fast as it went to that steady. It's right. I could do this all day long, I promise you. But think about your soups and stews. Think about, you know, things that you need to get to a high, you know, gosh, the worst thing, what do they say? Watching a pot, watching for a boiled pot. What's the thing?
Right, a watched pot never boils.
A watched pot never boils. You can watch this pot and it will boil. Okay, so there you go.
I love that. I love that.
And even when you're starting cooking with this, I want to talk about seared steaks. So I'm going to turn this one on, and I'm going to go all the way to high with this because I want to get that 425 temperature again. I'm using my Kitchen HQ flip pan here, so it's actually got the grill marks. But what's neat is getting that perfect sear on a steak. You have to have a really high temperature, and you have to have a really even high temperature, right? So when I was talking about the pan cooking on one side and not the other side, you want those steaks to cook evenly and all the way through and get that perfect sear. Now, in just that short amount of time that I was talking, remember, this is heating up super fast, so I don't need to wait forever to start my steaks. I'm gonna put these on, and they're already sizzling, if you can hear it. I'm trying to get my head close so you can hear.
Wow.
And when I put these on, it's already sizzling. Here's the thing about a steak. I put them on. I don't know if you do this. I want to mess with them. I want to move them. I want to do chicken, same thing. If you want to get that beautiful brown sear, don't touch them for at least 4 to 5 minutes. How can you do that if you don't trust yourself? Over here, we have a lock button. We also have a timer. So the lock button is really great when you do like appetizers or things you don't want people touching. You hold this down for 3 seconds and LOC comes, and that means no one can change any of the dials. They have to hold it down for 3 seconds. And over here is a timer. So if I push my timer, I could put this on for the 4 minutes that I need, and then it'll beep and tell me, okay, your 4 minutes is done, and then I know it's time to turn the steaks. So that way, I'm not messing up my sear. But you can think of a multitude of reasons why that's really great.
Okay, this is really great. And now, I mean, I'm surprised we even have the handful that we have still remaining. You can see even right here, our watched pot is boiling because it's on an induction burner. This one in particular, Carrie mentioned Kitchen HQ, Curtis Stone, Wolfgang Puck mentioned that these are definitely induction ready, and they are. So if you picked up this Dutch oven last hour, or maybe I should say 30 minutes ago, because that's when we had the presentation, then you'll know that it's definitely gonna work with your induction burner. If you've been wanting one, if you've been wanting to cook with one because you recognize it's faster cooking, it's easier cooking for you, it's more reliable cooking for you because every part of the pan gets hot, not hot spots and cold spots, do it in teal, red, or in black. We're going back to Carrie so that we can see more.
All right, so I'm doing my fried chicken, and this is really great for fried foods because remember, responsiveness and keeping temperature, right? So the fact that you can control your temperature is really important. And when you're frying, something that automatically happens when you're putting a colder food into a hot fry pan, it brings down the temperature of your oil. With this, you know, because of that responsiveness and how fast it gets back to temperature, you're not going to have that problem. So you don't have soggy, greasy fried foods. You're going to have that perfect. I mean, I wish you were here to hear the cut, 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 right on the skin. It's so good, right? Because you don't want fried food if it comes out greasy. That's what makes us not feel good, right? Right. So knowing that this will come right back up to temperature super fast, so important. Use this for your fondues. Use this for your appetizers for parties. If you have an RV or a boat, without question. This is great because there's no flame.
That's right. That's right. It's just easy for you to take and move around with you. Carrie, thank you, as always, for sure. If you want to go ahead and get yours, if you want steaks like that, fried chicken like that, if you want to, when you're cooking, you want it to be right every time, this is it. So I'm just showing it to you so that you can get a feel for the size of it. Here it is in red. It also comes in black. A lot of you are calling in for the black, and it also comes in teal. And you can keep shopping for that one, not for $89.95, but for $54.95. Carrie, thank you for that. Okay, so we've got a lot of different